The month of May has seen the world focus its attention on Africa. That's because it's Africa Month, and on the 25th of May, it's Africa Day. More and more conversations around unlocking opportunities on this amazing continent are being carried out and followed up by implementation. Join us as we embark on a journey to unpack the economic landscape on the African continent and understand how we can really drive entrepreneurship and have an inclusive economy across the continent. We do this here at our venue for today, Moyo at Zoo Lake, a truly pan-African restaurant brand which celebrates pure Africanism through its food, culture and experience. We'll gain insight into the thoughts behind the menu and how this entity continues to operate and survive despite the sluggish economic environment. Join me on a journey. Let's head inside. You are the man in charge of deciding what we put into our stomachs today, and we've managed to indulge in a wonderful meal which came with a starter of mussels. We had a chicken and prawn curry, as well as a wonderful dessert made up of malva pudding, which I actually am still going to indulge in. But give us details as to how this menu was selected today for our meeting.
We, after sitting down, we have decided to give you the best in our menus. So after deciding, we've seen that if we can give you the mussels, you're gonna enjoy them. And prawn and chicken curry, it's lovely, plus malva pudding, which is the traditional pudding of South Africa. So that's why we decided to give you this, so that you can have the flavor of them. Don't just hear from other people out there.
Fantastic. Let's start off with the mussels though. Is this a dish that's uniquely South African? But you did explain to me that the packaging and the plates that you use are quite different.
Yes, the mussels is quite traditionally South African, but you see the dish which we use is a Moroccan dish, of which is originally from Morocco. So this dish is served here in South Africa as well as other countries like Morocco as well.
How long does it prepare or take actually to prepare such a wonderful meal?
These mussels just take us about 7 minutes. We are done.
In celebration of Africa Month, what makes you proudly African?
Yeah, I'm proud African, so I'm happy. That's why you see making this lovely food with smile. So see, I wish if most people could have come and tasted this food, and now they can tell their side of the story.
Fantastic. George, thank you so much for your time today. Brian Bridle, thank you so much for your time today. General Manager here of Moyo at Zoo Lake. Good to have you. And thank you so much for allowing us to make use of your vicinities today. A beautiful Pan-African venue for our Pan-African panel discussion today. I'd like us to start off by understanding a little bit more about Moyo as a business. Yes. Long and well established within the South African fraternity and has certainly gained ground, some exposure and developments across the country. But give us a sense of the business, where it started and how it actually came about to be where it is today.
Okay, so the business started, the Moyo brand started in 2001 in Norwood, in a very small store there. Went on to the first store at Melrose Arch, and then this store in 2003. It's always been based on a proudly South African sort of, but with a Pan-African experience in mind. That's pretty much been what it's been about.
And that's deliberate, right? Because it's a very different offering from what you have across.
Very different, yeah. So it is a deliberate offering. We tend to try and focus not only on South African, we tend to try and focus on the whole of Africa. That was the idea of the brand originally. But obviously looking at the various trends and so on that are also going on throughout the world, we try and incorporate those in with the African flavor.
That's a perfect note for us to wrap up on, and getting your views as to how will you continue to differentiate Moyo at Zoo Lake within the restaurant, eatery and experience space in South Africa.
Well, I suppose it's about just continuing to create the family environment for everybody to come and enjoy. I mean, we've got the boats on the lake here. We've got the the beautiful park for everybody to be able to come and just wander around the lake and enjoy a little bit of kicking mom and dad kicking a ball around with their kids, which doesn't often happen these days. And it gives people that time whilst they're enjoying a meal to actually enjoy a bit of family time together.
Fantastic. Brian, thank you so much for your time. Such a pleasure speaking to you today.
Thank you so much.
Our day here at Moyo at Zoo Lake has come to an end. We've certainly gained insight into the restaurant as an operation, speaking to the gentleman who takes care of the food that is produced here, and of course, understanding how this Pan-African establishment looks to rise and take the African voice so much further. With our conversation too on the economic landscape on the African continent, what we know is that partnerships are critical. We need to open up the cycles and ensure that there's political will to encourage entrepreneurship and full inclusive economic growth. It's been a pleasure being with you this afternoon. For Kaya Biz, for Kaya FM, I'm Kukulethu Cele.